Welcome back to the Enchanted Library. I'm so glad you've stopped in today. Here's what's waiting for you this week. A few fascinating moments from history, a fun day you might want to celebrate, a poem pulled from our shelves, and a simple idea to take with you into the world around you. Let's begin. Friends, let's take a look at this week in history. On May 12th, 1820, Florence Nightingale was born. She is often remembered as the founder of modern nursing. But what made her work stand out is something simple. She paid attention. She noticed how cleanliness, light, and organization affected people's health, and she used those observations to make changes that helped others heal. At a time when many things were done a certain way just because they'd always been done that way, she asked questions. And sometimes asking a question is the first step towards improving something. Also this week, on May 14th, 1607, Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in North America, was established. The early days were difficult. There were challenges with food, weather, and survival. It wasn't an easy beginning. But it reminds us that many things we now take for granted started in uncertain ways. Beginnings are not always smooth, but they still matter. On May 15th, 1800, the Library of Congress was established. At first, it was a small collection of books meant to support learning and government work. But over time, it grew into one of the largest libraries in the world, a place filled with knowledge, stories, records, and ideas. It's a reminder that collecting and preserving knowledge has always been important, and that even a small library can grow into something much larger over time. If you ever have the chance to travel to Washington, D.C. and visit the Library of Congress, I encourage you to do so. It is so cool. Finally, on May 17th, 1954, a significant decision was made in the United States in the case of Brown versus Board of Education. It helped move our country toward greater fairness in education. Now, moments like this remind us that change often takes time and that progress is built step by step. Now, this week also brings a couple of days worth celebrating. May 15th is National Chocolate Chip Day. It's a simple one, but sometimes the simple things are the most enjoyable. You might bake something together with your family, or just take a moment to enjoy a small treat from the store. And if you do, you might even wonder, who was the first one who thought to add chocolate chips to a cookie? Sometimes good ideas start as experiments. This week is also National Bike Week. If the weather allows, you might take a short ride, either on your own or with your family. Or, if you don't have a bike or live somewhere you can't bike, you might just simply explore a new path, walking somewhere you haven't gone before. Movement has a way of changing how we see things. Even familiar places can feel different when we approach them from a new direction. Now, let's pull something off the shelf. Today's poem is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. If you'd like to read along later, you can find it on the Poetry Foundation website. This poem reflects on choices and how even small decisions can shape the path ahead. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Before we go, here's something you might try this week. This week, try a choose your own path walk. If you're outside, come to a place where you have a choice. 2 directions, a fork in a path, or even just a decision to turn left or right. Pause for a moment, then choose a direction, and follow it for a few minutes. As you walk, notice what you see. What's different about this path? What surprises you? If you're with family, each person could take turns choosing the direction. And if you can't go outside, you can create a path indoors. choosing different routes through your home or space. Sometimes choosing a different path, even a small one, can lead to something unexpected. Well, that's it for us this week. If you've discovered something fun or you're trying something new with your family, we'd love to hear about it. Tag us on Facebook in your pictures or send us an email. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review on your favorite podcast platform and share our podcast with a friend. Stay connected by following us on Facebook at facebook.com/Enchanted Library. If you'd like to support the work we do, you can visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/Enchanted Library. We appreciate your support. Until next time, friends, happy reading.